That's why I welcome you today into the Modern Dating Bible, where I share with you everything to do with approaching dating today's age. So listen, how do you make your ex miss you? You realize maybe you messed up, maybe you realize they make you feel like you're nothing anymore, you wonder and all, you want to get back at them. There are things that you can do, and number one is to separate or to disconnect completely from them. And how do you do so? Make sure you give them space to begin to miss you. Disconnect in a manner where you no longer put effort. But if you can, make sure that they no longer see anything from your social media. Whatever you can, even if you are still in social media, but the thing is, stop texting them, stop calling them, stop begging them. Let them see that you no longer care. And even when they try to greet you, don't act bitter and all, but all in all, disconnect the best possible way you can. Okay? Don't put effort anymore, so that they can have enough room to be without you and to eventually begin to miss you. You know the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So it's only when you are distant, no matter how angry you are with anybody, as time goes on, they will eventually start missing you. So disconnect and give it time. And then let's head to number two. Number two is very, very important, because obviously whatever made your ex to stop loving you, to pull back, to distance themselves from you, one way or another, like it or not, there was a behavior that you gave unto them that turned them off. So it is important that when you are distant from them, also be improving on yourself. When they start to see you on social media, when you start posting, let them see you at a different light, Let them see that you're not the same person that left before. Or for that matter, I've had exes who would come back into my life asking me for love back, knowing so well that whatever made me to separate from them or to dump them was this behavior. I've realized the one common thing. The moment I will begin to interact with them, maybe start to cool down and start to, their behavior will start to surface again. That old behavior that made us to stop talking in the first place. So I realized most of the people, they have an era of changing the behavior. Make sure when you go back to your ex, make sure when you start talking to your ex, may they see you in a different light. Take note of everything that they used to complain about concerning you. Take note of everything that they kind of hinted and which you sure could have resulted in them no longer being interested in you. If you were bad, you were toxic, make sure you show that you're no longer the same old person, okay? And number three, it is a bit similar to number two, but this one, it goes to your physical appearance. Improve your looks. Listen, it is very common that when you have gotten the person you really wanted, we stop improving on ourselves. We men at times, we stop doing our hair, stop working out in the gym. Even women, some women have admitted, especially those who are married, they find that she no longer puts that much effort. So make sure that you change your dressing. Once you are apart from your partner or your ex, make sure you improve your dressing. Make sure that when they see you again, be that person whom they would regret. You get what I'm saying? Even men, I've seen women whom, even if I was not the one on the wrong, but you find that sometime later, when I see her and she found that she's more beautiful than before, or she looks, now I will start to now question myself. Maybe you get what I'm saying? The looks, they play a huge role. So make sure you improve on your looks as best as you can, so that when you post on social media, when your friends post you on social media, when they bump into you, they see the best version of you as possible. And number four, make sure you don't make this mistake. This is one of those major things to do. Act happy without them, but make sure you don't show it to don't make it seem like you are doing it for them to spite them or something, but show that you still have life outside of them, a happy life for that matter. Don't post bitter statuses. Don't bump into them and you act like you are in hell. I know at the time it feels like, yeah, they will feel pity and all. Listen, I have seen it. One time I dumped a girl, and then when I bump into her and she seemed happy, it started hurting me. Although eventually at some time when I would see that she seems miserable, it will make me more happy that yes, I did well. So when you have separated with someone, looking miserable encourages them to keep it like that because they feel like yes, they did you right. But when you act happy, that makes them to question themselves. What? Maybe this person never really loved me. They start to, different questions comes into mind, and it makes them to see that, dude, you are not the center of my happiness. I can be happy without you. You didn't see my value. So that makes them to start reconsidering their decision to letting you go. And number 5, similar to number 4 a little bit, when they reach out to you, because some exes for validation purposes they do reach out, but you find that at the moment they just want to check the atmosphere. You know, when you're no longer being chased, you want validations, you want to prove if this person still loves you, if you can have them at any time. So people are that selfish, unfortunately. So when they reach out, make it a point you don't act bitter, because the moment you act bitter, it's a sign that you're still angry, and the fact that you're still angry, it shows that somewhere you still love them. So act normal. It's almost like it opposes the reaction they were expecting to get from you. So don't act bitter. Even if you're bitter, you feel like being rude, try. It works better than, you get what I'm saying? Act okay. Hey, how are you? I'm good. And yourself? Yeah, you keep it like that. And make sure, this is very important, make sure you don't bring up meeting up before they mention it first. Because the moment they reach out, you'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah, they reach out. Now they are ready. Don't assume for them. Let them be the ones to first hint on meeting up. Women, they start hinting. Women will even women, they do so. They will tell, don't think, oh, it's a girl. Oh, come on, women, they don't, she's expecting me. No. Myself, majority of women, when she reaches out and I play it cool, she'll eventually even get to a point where she just directly tell me, when can I see you? I miss you. And then that's when you can decide on whether. And sometimes, if you know the game well, but I wouldn't advise you to do this, except until I make a video where I tell you how to probably do it. But sometimes don't jump into, oh, yes, meet up, yes, no problem. You can play some games a bit, be like, oh, now I'm busy, I'll get back to you. And don't get back to them until they bring it up, maybe the second time or the third time, depending on how long you want to keep it. Then you finally agree, and from there, the look of desperation wouldn't be there. They will also value that you finally made time. Whereas if you say it at the first go and say, yes, I'm ready, they will always feel like you've been waiting for them. So make sure you don't act bitter, as well as don't bring up mating up. Talk to them normal. Don't try to force a conversation if now they are quiet, but it also put some little bit of effort. Just be neutral, to put it simple, okay? That is very important. And number 6, make it a point that they do see you close with someone if possible. If you have a friend that you don't really know, especially the opposite sex, yes, if you can, without, of course, making it obvious that you want to some sort of make them jealous, if you went out with an opposite sex, post you guys together, and of course don't post it like, oh, I'm happy for you. No, don't make it too obvious. Just act normal. Even if it's a picture, you don't write any caption or you put a smile. Those innocent things, listen, they will start to see that some people, they do appreciate your presence. There are some people who do want, people, they say anything when it's in someone's hand, it looks good. So already when there is somebody that sees your value, wants to spend time with you, if they do not want to spend time with you, it makes them now it triggers that jealousy. It triggers the reminder that, you know what, they can possibly lose you for good. So make sure you post with someone where possible, and don't make it too obvious. Make it like it's a coincidence, you just happen to go out. When you're going places with friends, show happy, you do that, okay? That will trigger them to, oh, wow. It's like, well, I guess this person, I was not the center of their happiness. Why? It's gonna happen like that in their heart. And number 7, it is a bit similar to the one that I've already spoken about before, but your social media, never post anything being bitter, and don't overpost if you never used to do so. Just try to be as normal as you can, but showing that you're still happy. Life is on, you're having fun. If you manage to get a chance, you meet up with friends, make sure you take the best of that chance. Take as much pictures you can with your friends, happy. Oh, that thing it always has. Even if you were on the wrong, I have dumped the ladies knowing so well that she messed up big time, but when she shows that she's happy, it will trigger some jealousy, trigger some, oh my gosh, am I missing out? It's just that myself, I know how to cancel myself and justify and be okay, but it always hits home. So make sure you do so. And finally, number 8, where possible, if possible, date someone better than them. Yes, if it is physical looks, let it be better than them. If it's money wise, let the person you date be an upgrade. If it's looks, if it's a woman that you want to make her jealous, if you can score someone who looks better than you, oh my gosh, women can attest to this. Oh, that will drive her crazy. If it's a man that seems to be financially stable, for example, as men, if a woman were to hear that she's dating a guy with a car while you don't have a car, let me tell you, that hurts. You feel like, oh my gosh, I guess. You get what I'm saying? So make sure, if you also had a car and she dates someone who has a better car than mine, that also hits home. So just try to upgrade if possible, okay? That can also work. That can also make them see your value. That can also make them run back to you. And of course, that's the list I had in today's video. If you enjoyed it, just remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell on your right, because I have more videos like this, okay? And of course, I will see you in the next video upload. Take care.